Hello, this is Steven Santana with Illustrious Magic here to talk about Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2, which recently had a beta on the Xbox One. I don't actually know if it was on other platforms, but who cares? We're going to get right into it. So, I never played the first Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. I heard it was actually really popular. I know it came out on Xbox One and PC first, and then eventually worked its way to PlayStation 4. I believe it was August of the following launch year or whatever. I don't know. I could be wrong. I probably am. But anyway, the game is a third-person, class-based, competitive multiplayer shooter. However, with Garden Warfare 2, they are implementing a single-player portion of it. And the beta initially drops you off in this hub area, which I just presume serves as kind of the initial hub area of the single-player campaign. But there's really not a lot to do in it. It does have, it incorporates some multiplayer elements like trophies and stuff that you can access that help your multiplayer portion of the game out, but a lot of it was locked behind this kind of beta barrier. There's a lot of stuff that was on display where I would go up to it, interact with it, and it would tell me, oh, hey, this is what this is, but hey, because you're in the beta, you won't have access to it. Hey, buy the full game. It is basically what it was telling me, which I found disagreeable. But anyway, you can go from the hub area straight into the multiplayer matchmaking, which is really what the beta should have been. But anyway, jumping into the multiplayer, it is a lot better than the hub area single player, which really only had like a horde mode type of thing that you could play, and that was about it. So the main objective type I played was a bit like, kind of like Rush from Battlefield, although not really, because it was a line of bases that you were supposed to take over in order to work your way towards the other person's base, which is kind of like Rush, but I feel like this one has a bit more of tug of war with it, whereas in Rush, once you fulfill a certain objective, you then move on to the next part of the map, and even if the enemy is somewhat successful in repelling you, you don't ever go back to that previous area. It's all about pushing forward. And in this game, I felt like it was a little bit different where you could push back against that. So, but it's a fun mode. It's good for, forcing people and players into bottlenecks pretty much to keep the action going. And the action is fun. So basically, each class type is a different zombie or plant from, of course, the original game and the sequel, which was mostly on mobile titles for a while. I believe it also made its way to PC eventually. So each plant is different. You have the pea pod, who has an area of effect attack, and then you can also activate an ability, of which there are 3 for each character. And I don't know if they upgrade over time because there is a little like experience meter, and there also all are some new characters that they introduced that aren't in the other games as well. But anyway, you can activate an ability with the Peapod to where instead of shooting a semi-auto like area of effect attack with the peas, he can then turn to this type of minigun, but you're stuck in place and you kind of can't move. Well, I mean, you can't move, but your rapid fire is a lot more deadly than the regular attack is. So that kind of is cool. And then there's also like this little short zombie dude who has dual ray pistols for like super accurate and really good rate of fire attacks. And he can also like do this area of effect thing where basically all the enemies are like levitated in the air in order for other people to attack it. So that was pretty cool. I didn't really spend a lot of time with the beta though. It got boring really kind of fast. It was whatever. I spent like maybe an hour or 2 hours with it, and then I was kind of like, okay, I've seen what there is to do, and it's decent, like it's well made, but I'm really not interested in this, so I just kind of moved on. So it's just a lot of the content was locked behind doors that I'm just like, okay, this, like, why? The beta should have just been, it puts you into the competitive matchmaking, and that's it. Like, don't drop me off in this hub world if you're just going to have a lot of carrot on the stick moments where it's like, hey, look at this. Oh, wait until you get the full game, and then you can access all that stuff. So I don't know, I just didn't really like that part of it. So the game itself could probably be great. Maybe it's a lot more fleshed out. Well, I mean, it'll obviously be a lot more fleshed out than the beta itself, but still, I was disappointed in what was offered. So, but whatever, I don't know. If you like the video, you can watch my other dumb videos. Of course, we do have an hour of gameplay of the beta up on the site, which shows both the hub world, basically engaging in the horde mode with that, and then also doing 2 matches, I believe, of online stuff that we have. So that's up if you want to enjoy that. Follow me on Twitter at @Axel if you want to. And as always, thanks for watching.